I say illusion because the episode is actually well done. I mean, I watched the episode without sound and without video. Also, I watch and then I watch it again, like with audio, with sound, and with video. And I noticed that if you see it without video, the episode actually looks well paced. It feels well paced. You see the beginning, the characters. Also, you notice that right from the beginning, right off the bat, the episode is an ending. You can tie it to the last two episodes because it had nothing to do with them. You cannot tie it with any of the episode of this the third season or any of the episode of the first two seasons. The episode is the end of MLP French Biz Magic. You feel it right from the beginning. Why? Because you review all these places. You review the cafeteria. You see again this fountain. You see again the mayor. These characters that Twilight has learned to like, I would say, and it feels an ending right from the beginning. Also, I must say it really reminds me of the first song of the Beauty and the Beast, Belle song, when she sings about the simplicity of the life in the town she lives in, the simplicity and the beauty of the town she lives in. So that's something else. The episode feels from the beginning like a short movie. Well, anyway, so when I was seeing this episode without sound, as I told you before, I also noticed that they tried to make the episode look different and important and meaningful by adding shadows and lights to, well, spatial shadows and lights to the episode, like when you see when Twilight is sad and gray on her bed, when she notices when she realizes that her friends are really unhappy in that third song, in that unhappy song that they have, and you see how the shadows are being used, and that is something they don't really use unless it is supposed to be a dramatic moment, like or an important moment, like when Celestia and Luna are talking about Twilight at the beginning of the first episode of the third season. So you already visually see that this episode is supposed to be different. It's supposed to be dramatic. It's supposed to be something else. It's supposed to be an end. Right from I'm going to repeat this a lot. The end. This end feels like an end. So these were the things that I noticed while I was watching the episode without sound. Now, when I watched the episode again with when I just listened to the sound of the episode without actually watching it, I noticed that they put a lot of effort into the music, into the song of this episode, and the episode has a constant feeling of how do I put it? It is emotional right from the beginning. I mean, actually, the dialogue between the characters when Twilight notices that something is wrong, when she talks to Spike, and they go to Fluttershy's cottage and they talk to her just for a few seconds, it is not important. I mean, you could actually do the whole episode with the songs. That is why the episode, I believe, is mostly songs. So they put more effort into the songs than in the dialogue. I'm not saying it is a bad thing, but I didn't like it, and I didn't pay attention to it at the beginning. Now that I was hearing this episode with only the sound, I could notice the effort. I could notice the emotion that the emotions that they were trying to convey to us, the viewers. I mean, all this happiness she's feeling at the beginning, then the problems the others are having, their unhappiness through the third song, the fourth song in which Twilight helps them all, and the fifth song in which you feel really emotional. I must say, the fifth song is really emotional. That is the one in which Celestia and Twilight are walking down this cosmic memory hallway, in which you see all these scenes from the last seasons. That one is really emotional. And then we go to the final song, the other song in which they say, "Behold, behold, the Princess Twilight." I don't really care about that one. I just feel, yeah, it was not as important as the other songs that were played before. Now, this last song, as I was telling, just ties the whole episode up. You can think of it like a candy. You see the small ball here, and then you have those two ends, the beginning and then the other. With the first one, you wrap the candy just a little bit, and when the second, you wrap it. Well, this metaphor might be confusing. So at the well, whatever. The ending song just wraps the episode together, just ties all the endings, and you see how Twilight just says everything is gonna be okay, and just feel one more time that it is over. I mean, as Digibrony said in his video, the My Little Pony show, could have ended right there. It would have been an end, because it is an end from the beginning. It isn't bad. I must admit, it isn't bad at all. But still, it is disappointing. Why does the episode feel disappointing, though? Well, as I said before, the episode feels rushed. When I watched it without video and without audio, the episode feels well paced, because it feels long, and I could pay more attention to the details. When I saw the episode the first time, I was actually prepared. I had actually in my mind something that I wanted to see, which were two things: something big and epic, maybe like a battle or some kind of mind-blowing information. And the Princess Twilight wasn't mind-blowing information for me, because we all knew about it, and I don't like the idea of Princess Twilight. I will tell you later. So I expected that, some big information. I expected maybe some kind of battle. Also, I expected a lot of jokes, and I expected something that would tie all the season together, like something that will tell us more about what we saw in episodes before this. So maybe that predisposition that I had towards the episode was something that had a great influence in my final thoughts about the episode the first time. Now that I was seeing it again for the second and the third time, my mindset was kind of changed at that moment. So I must admit that the episode was good, but it could have